Sorry, it's shaking. Hi all, it is Allie from Well Dressed Rose, and I am a reseller. I've been trying to kind of move my business model a little differently, but currently I mainly list on eBay and Poshmark. I've added Depop, I've added Vinted, which I have not had a sale on yet, and then I put my vintage clothing on Etsy as well. And I have been really trying to change up my business model right now and see if it works and see what works, see where it works, and what's the benefits for me. And I've done a lot of research now and I've put a lot of time into this, so I feel like I have a grasp of what's going on with my business and what I need to work on. So step back for a second. The last video I did was about my sales on eBay and if it was beneficial for me to do promoted listings or if I was doing okay. What I had found on my last video was that with the promoted listings, I was kind of still at about the same spot as I was the previous year. I've been doing mainly relisting, delisting, updating my listings and putting them back on, changing the pricing, seeing what I can do with those things opposed to doing the promoted listings, and kind of see where we go from there. But what I have found since I have done that video, which I'm trying to do more videos, I promise. I just have to pat my back on continuing to do the ones that I do. But what I've found is that I think that either eBay hates me or the promoted listings are working. I mean, maybe it's because I told the internet world on YouTube that I was going to stop promoting listings and eBay had some sort of software out there that heard it, which I'm not a conspiracy theorist, so I don't think that's actually what really happened. I do think that I am benefiting or was benefiting from doing the promoted listings. Here's why. My sales are down. They're down significantly. And I am starting to sweat because they are so far down. I can't even talk about it, but they are, let's say they're down about 40+% from where they were last year. And the promoted listings are not making up 40% of my of my fees, right? So that's where I am right now. I am kind of freaking out because I have let it go a little longer than I should have before I have started editing it, started editing my business decisions. But one of the things that I did learn, one of the things that I did know is that I wouldn't necessarily see the difference right away. It would take a couple months for me to see it, and I am really, really, really seeing it now. So we don't like that very much. All right, so here we go. Let's talk about the numbers and where we were. And I just want to say that it was, I wrote this down somewhere back, guys. Yeah, I am down 41.5% last year in total sales from last year. This time last year, so January 1st to July 16th. It's almost 6 months. And then I am down 43.5% in net sales, and that makes me want to cry. All right, we're going to obviously do something about this after this conversation. My numbers in 2025, I had 230 sales, and 164 of them were promoted. The promoted amount, the amount of money that was taken from my total sales was $639.46. Okay. From 2026, I had 149 sales, so 81 sales less. 49 of them were promoted, and $409.08 was taken out of my total sales from promoted listings. So back up to say I didn't start not promoting. I didn't stop taking away my promoted listings right away as January 1st happened. That was something more about like February-ish that I really started looking at those numbers. So that is why I still have 49 promoted listings that sold, because otherwise that would have been kind of weird. But and the way that eBay does it is it's based off of a certain amount of time that somebody looks at it before they don't consider a promoted listing anymore. So that's where that comes from. All right. I don't even know what to say about all of this because I'm a little freaked out. So the next thing that really, really, really resonated with me, the total sales that period of time, net sales, all of it, was for 2025 was $9,920.79. The total sales, net sales in 2026 was $5,181.54. So that, my friends, is more than $4,000, almost $5,000. That I am less from 2026. So I am not even staying even, I'm not staying above, I am just going bam, down to the bottom. Suffice to say, one of those words, I am going to rethink my strategy and rethink how I am doing promoted listings, how I am measuring the promoted listings, and how I am going to move forward, because as of now, I'm really, really sad about this. The one thing I do have to also say is that my amount of money that I'm putting out is so much lower. So my cost of goods there's still the cost of goods that are coming out from previously, but the cost of goods that are coming out of my monthly balance are zero pretty much. Maybe it's $100 for the year. So keeping that in mind, I do have to remind myself that just because I have made $5,000 less so far this year, I don't think I would have spent $5,000 in goods, though. I don't think I would have. There's no way I would have spent $5,000 in goods at this point. So I'll take that out. I'll have to look into that and double check. All right. But I don't think that I need to be spending that much more money sourcing if I'm going to be sourcing. If I'm going to be sourcing, I want to be really, really, really methodical about it. And I want to make sure that I am only getting things that are worth the money and worth my time. However that works, whether it is, I'm either going to have to decide if I want to do bins or outlet shopping in order to thrift store outlet shopping in order to get my cost of goods down super low, so getting per pound, or if I'm going to stay up higher and spending a little bit more and getting better pieces. I have to decide on. I haven't decided that quite yet for my moving forward. For my current, though, I'm going to put promoted listings back on for all of my listings, all of them. I'm going to put them on for every day and see how it goes for me, because we need to do some more sales. Just need to do more sales. And I think that I'm going to start with 5% promoted listings for right now and see where that goes for me, because previously I was doing a little bit higher. I was doing like 9 or 10%, and I'm not sure that I need to do that high. Anyways, so moral of the story is, for me personally, this is all my personal stuff. It's not me telling you how everything is in the entire world. For me personally, I'm going to do promoted listings. For me personally, not doing promoted listings has hurt my business as far as I believe. And I want to find out what will happen once I add promoted listings back in. So we'll see where that goes. All right, guys. I would love to hear what you have to say about promoted listings. If you love them, if you hate them, if you want to marry them, whatever. I would love to hear your feedback on it. I would love to hear your feedback on what's working for you if you're not doing promoted listings, or what's working for you if you are doing promoted listings, how much percentage. So make sure you send me messages in the comments or whatnot. But until next time, which will hopefully be sooner than between these two videos, because again, my New Year's resolution is to post more videos. That being said, I will talk to y'all soon. This is Allie from Well Dressed Rose, and I hope you all have a fantastic day. See you next time. Bye.